The iLLANOiZE app is available now on Apple and Google Play Store. Download the app, get the latest news, stream our podcasts, watch interviews, and listen to iLLANOiZE Radio live. Download the app right now.
This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Biko, iLLANOiZE Jones, and Pretty Riot. Going down right now.
This is iLLANOiZE Radio. I am your host, Biko.
It's your girl, Pretty Riot.
And I'm iLLANOiZE Jones.
And at this time, you know what we like to do. We bring you guys some of the illest guests from around the city and globe. And today we got my homegirl, Bianca Shaw, in the building.
What's up? Thank you for having me. I'm supposed to put these in.
Nah, you don't have to.
she knows Pretty much Jones. You was gonna take
Nah, she could take them. You know, it's big. She's like,
Thank you.
you're my people.
Thank you. You my people.
I just ran downstairs for her. I don't mind her taking my
What you
head.
run downstairs to get?
Oh,
Can't say it on. Oh, I
yeah.
say, I
Shout out Blue Vodka.
Blue Vodka.
Shout out Blue
I'll be
Vodka.
forgetting why I be out. Can't say like that. Went to go get some liquor.
How have you been, man? How have you been? It's
been great. I've been great. Yeah, it has been a while since the last time I've been on. I think
What, 2 years?
Oh,
2 years ago. It's been 2 years.
When we first started.
Wow, time going by.
Look at it.
Time
We
going by.
done came a long
Right?
way. Long
Right?
way.
Yeah,
Look
we
at
have.
that.
Things
Yeah.
has changed.
We got a long way to go though. So
Hell yeah.
it's just still a lot of work. It's just hard to kind of bust through that industry door.
I mean, but you have, if you know, you think about it, you have busted that industry door. You've done things a lot of artists may never touch.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna get more
Extremely
into that
grateful.
too. You know, like what was that? 2 years ago, you came by and we was breaking down Guns N' Roses.
Mm-hmm.
And
all time.
you know, now we transition. But before we actually get into the projects, we gotta, for those that don't know you, you know, let people know where you from.
All right, my name is Bianca Shaw. For anybody who hasn't heard me, doesn't know me yet, I am from Chicago, from the West Side. They call it the Holy City. Some
Yeah,
call
you in
it,
the
know,
trenches.
North
She out there in the
London.
trenches.
To be honest, it wasn't even the trenches to me. I didn't, like, we had such a great family upbringing, and I never knew that we didn't have no money.
Mhm.
So it's like, you know, your family, that family structure means a lot, you know, when you're growing up as a child. Because we didn't have everything we necessarily wanted, but we did have everything we needed. So
That's the most important.
sometimes we were still hungry. They just said, go to bed, drink some water, eat some bread if you're still hungry. But we never went hungry though. We just,
Is you a noodle baby? Ramen
nah,
noodles?
they ain't give us no ramen noodles. I eat ramen noodles. I'm a forever eat ramen noodles. When I'm super rich, we gonna be eating ramen noodles.
You look like you love ramen noodles.
Bruh.
I mean, I eat them, but it's a lot of sodium. It's like 1,000 milligrams of sodium in there.
Little health tech over here.
But nah, we had home cooked meals. Like we sat at the table every night. You know, we prayed together. You know, they used to call us kind of like the Cosbys of the block, but we were still in the hood. So we had to come back home in the street lights. Our neighbors make sure that they watched after everybody. It just ain't the same no more.
Yeah,
So I don't see that.
It's not. Like, and with you know, you being from Holy City, which I'm from over Holy
Yes,
City
you are.
too. You feel me?
Oh,
Got a lot of-
West Side. You know, like how do you know, Holy City is. I'm not gonna technically say it's a great area.
Yeah.
But how has that made you? Like in a way, you know, for instance, you don't show any lack of personality coming from that area. Like, so how do you shade that part of, I guess, the city, that how they would say that that's a bad end? How do you overcome that situation?
I think, well, just for me, it's not for everybody. Like, some people don't make it out from, you know, where they at, like, their surroundings, because they have, like, this mindset of, this is the furthest I can go with my life. So, me, I seen what I didn't want to become, and I tried to turn that around. Like, when I was working at an unknown place, this guy was telling me, he was like, you already beat the statistics. Like, you got your degree, you're working, like, you don't have any kids right now. He's like, you beat this, and that was some years ago.
Wait, you got your degree?
Yeah, I got a degree from University of Illinois at Springfield. I actually did a show with them last year, so that was raw that they called me back, kind of like an alumni.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so I wanted to go back and get my master's. But at that time, I had just had, you know, my babies, and I'm trying to do my music at the same time. So I'm like, something's got to give, and I really want to do my music more. So I'm still gonna go and get my master's. I want to go to law school. Want to do like real estate. I'm trying to do something.
Oh snap! We chilling with a future billionaire right here. Right now.
No.
So coming from Holy City, like how do? Because you're a talented artist.
Thank you.
You play drums,
Sing.
guitar, all that crazy. You do your thing. How did you pick up that? Like, where did you pick all that up at?
Man, to be honest, my whole family do, like, they don't do music, but they do music. Like, they always be singing. And my mom was actually the choir director at the church. So it came up through the church, long story short. And she was the choir director. We was all there. My mom had 6 kids. My dad was the usher. So we just always used to be singing. Now, for the drums, I actually played that because like the old drummer left the drum set there, and I picked up 2 like hex bolts. It's like 2 screws.
Okay.
But it's
Like
hex
what the
bolts,
hell is
yeah. It's like 2 long screws. Yeah, so y'all look it up. But I played with that, and it was like, you know, I played the first time, I was terrible. They was looking back like, don't get this girl off the drums. But that motivated me. Anytime somebody looking at me like I can't do something, I'm going full throttle. That it ain't like not motivating me. So I made sure that I went like every Saturday when they was cleaning up, when they had choir rehearsal. I'm like, yeah, can I come back in there and play the drums? They was like, yeah. So I kept playing, got better, and they got me some drumsticks after playing with them little screws for a long time.
You didn't mess up the drums playing?
I did. So I would choke myself if I was to ever play hex posts on my hi-hats. But back then I didn't know no better. I didn't know anything. I just wanted to play because I was beating on like pots and pans and walls. And my mom would be like, shut up, all that noise. And she would be like, I'm going to smack you, you know, just stuff.
You went the whole house up.
So I wanted to do something that wouldn't get me beat up all the time. So that's why I'm like, I'm going to take this energy here. So I just thank God for giving me vision and direction. And just giving me the drive and the will not to quit, and like a good family structure.
And
So.
you know, you say family will.
Mhm.
It dawned on me. You were speaking on, you know, your mom.
Mhm.
You have twins.
Yep.
Like with you
Nah.
being in this industry and doing so much, how does that affect you in any way? Like, how do you balance that situation?
Absolutely. I drink alcohol. I mean, I'm not like a drunk mom, but like when they go to sleep, I be I'm out of here. Nah, but I mean, it's hard to balance, you know, but at the same time, what you want, you're going to find a way to get, or by any means necessary. So after I first had the babies, I was back on stage a month later. And I did my first 30-minute set at Subterranean. Shout out Subterranean.
Whoa.
Wait, hold up. That little body dropped 2 babies and you was back on stage
Absolutely.
in a month.
I'm not about to stay down. Cause everybody plan on you to fail. They pray for your downfall. I didn't think she could do this, or people would be like, no, you can't get on the track with this person. They don't want you to outdo them. And it's like, why not? Cause I want to be with the best. Like, I want to be with the best of the best. And if I get outdone, that's gonna make me stronger. So why wouldn't you want to be, you know what I'm saying, on the track with? I ain't gonna say. Nah, I'm good at what I do, but I'm not ever just like boastful, you know, because there's always room for growth.
It is.
So I have a question. So I like how just sitting here listening to you talk, you speak a lot about mindset. And I think in general, the conversation about just like success, it stems around mindset. And I think it's people that don't necessarily believe that. So how do you kind of remind yourself that, like, okay, something may not be where I want it right now, but eventually this will pay off? Because mindset is a big thing, but I think a lot of people sleep on that. Like, they think it's minor, like, oh, that's bullshit. Excuse me. But, you know, it's not.
You can't cuss on you?
I mean, I'm not supposed to. I'm trying to follow the rules.
If you slip, you slip.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Keep it Family Guy appropriate.
Okay, I will. Dang, I forgot the question. I'm
So, like, how do you just maintain, like, a very positive mindset so that it keeps you, like, moving forward?
Oh, I mean...
Is that something you always had?
Kind of, yeah, but it's a lot of, like, you just gotta believe in yourself more than anybody else. And that's it. And I believe in myself even when people look at me. Like, sometimes people look at you with that smug look on their face on some, you're not gonna make it too far, you know? So you just gotta be able to overcome that. And I'm surrounded by a lot of friends, and friends who believe in my passion and want me to win just as much as I want them to win. So that's really what makes a difference. I called Biko the other day. I'm not gonna lie, like I was upset.
Yeah, you was. We had a very deep conversation, and it's just at the end of the day, we both know what it is, and you're on the right path. You know, you're on the right path, and shit, I mean, that's the most I can say to that. This industry gonna bring you. That's what this industry does.
Yeah, so it's just like, I think I'm talented enough to be on some of these big stages. So that's what I'm working to do. Like, I just gotta put the work in. I gotta put more work in. That's what I just keep telling myself. So the more work, the more opportunities, gotta drop more music. It's just with this, with social media and shit, like you gotta keep feeding the people and feed them and feed them and feed them. One thing is not enough. Like, when I drop Bipolar, I'm like, this is dope, this is gonna be good, but I had a platform tell me, like, it's insensitive to people with bipolar disorder. I'm just like, everything is insensitive. So why can't this is something that I'm going through. How the fuck you gonna tell me how I feel? Like, I felt like I was my bad. I felt like I was.
Hey, no, I want to hear this. I want to hear your story.
Like, I felt like this is how I felt at the time. Sometimes we all go through things where we feel like we fighting against ourselves, and that's what bipolar is. I went from like this angelic singing to this I'm gonna kill this nigga type. Because that's how I felt. I didn't even know who I was anymore at that time. So it's like, isn't that bipolar disorder? Like.
And it's you was
real shit.
Spitting music, you making music of what you're going through.
It's
and
real
it's
shit.
Expression too. Like, I think you didn't disrespect bipolar.
Right, and
like you didn't make a mockery of it.
For sure, not at all. That's just how I was in my mind. Like, I really love this person, but I also want to smother them with my pillow when they're asleep. How do I balance that out? I went to go make a song about it instead of going to jail.
I like that.
I don't know if y'all can see the camera, but that's the face of a serial killer right there. She said it so calm, and she was real easy with it. And she just let y'all know. She just let y'all know in the camera, fellas.
Nah, I'm good. I'm raw.
Look,
she smiled.
Look, she just letting you know she's crazy.
Hey, we gonna actually get into some music from
Play your cards right.
And we gonna get into Good Vibration.
Okay.
Break down Good Vibration with you and Gabriel Alex.
Oh yeah, Gabriel Alex. Shout out Gabriel Alex. That's my boy. He really has something different. He's so talented. Coming out of the city of Chicago. He's very versatile. Like, I feel with me, he's a crossover as well as I am, which means he's able to go into any direction. So Good Vibration came about. We was just sitting there, kind of going through beats, and we just kind of came up with it. He already had the hook down pat. So it didn't take us a day or two. Like, we had to stop, come back to it. But it's I really like the way that it came out. So
Me too.
It's dope.
I love this
song.
Hey, look,
this is a great song to stay in Broccoli too.
So, this is Good Vibration with Bianca Shaw right here on Illinois via Logic Radio.
Make sure to check out the iLLANOiZE playlist, in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist, as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
Yo, welcome to iLLANOiZE Radio, man. Make sure y'all download that iLLANOiZE app so y'all can hear us and check us out every Saturday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Or you can just go to the podcast or scroll over to the video part and watch us there. Make sure you download that, though. Make sure you download on your iPhones, your Androids, your baby mama phone, your baby daddy phone, your grandma's phone. Barack Obama phones, you can download them apps too. You feel me? But keep it pimping. iLLANOiZE make ill noise.
That was crispy, Joe.
I know,
Right.
you feel me? I should have been a rapper.
I don't know about that, but
Oh,
that was a nice one.
look, man, I should have been a rapper. You feel me? I would have took Mace space.
Mace.
Mace was hard.
We live with Bianca Shaw, world.
Mace was hard. Murder Mace.
And
though.
who did to keep bumping me again? Mystical. I
Yeah.
love
They gonna be here on the
Missy
30th.
Elliott.
Yeah, the
Who
No
gonna be
Limit.
No
on-
Limit reunion tour. We should go, B.
No Limit.
I'm about to
Yeah.
be in raging.
I swear she gonna be. I'll buy you a ticket, B. 'Cause
Right.
I know she gonna be lit to go with.
I like
She a thug.
limit
Throw the
soldiers.
bones.
Yeah.
Be a thug, G. She a
I'm not a
thug.
Man,
She
low key,
listen to her song.
low
I'm
key,
not a
Thug
thug,
stuff.
though.
She be having thugs with her in the audience.
low key.
She be saying real thug. Like she be
Who be
real
the thug?
thugged out. She be real thugged out. And I be peeping like she keep the thugs
Bro.
with her. And I see why she be popping like
Hey.
her. She aggressive pit bull in the. She a pit bull.
Your last performance, you was dressed like a little thug.
Oh my God, hit a white song. Said I had
I had to do the song.
Lord was out here.
No, I'm talking about the Lord was Nah, but sometimes, you know, people want to try you. Since I'm small, I'm a woman,
They say
I'm
Right.
black.
Like,
Like,
I mean,
Now look at you, but you
I
look like
gotta
you got the nice jab on you.
no.
I was expecting you to say, yeah.
It's
Because
nice.
the thing, I mean, if I'm pushed, then we gonna go there. But otherwise, like, it depends
You're
on what I got. Like,
celebrity.
if I got a wig on that's not really secure, and it's like, damn, bitch, why you? I mean, you right?
facts.
Then you do that.
Definitely
Then you do that.
Because I'm not gonna
Then
get
you
my
do the
wig
cold
snatched.
call. Stomp her.
Yeah, no, but I did try to, like, you know, that little complex they say that little people have. I used to be kind of rough when I was little. Well, I mean, I'm still little technically, but when I was like,
You mature.
when I was younger.
Do you feel like you were a mystery to people at all? Like, do you?
Only to the people who don't know me. I think the people who know me got me all down to a
You
science.
feel like your audience receive you well?
Yeah, I feel like the audience receives me well, but the more I just open up and talk to people, the more people get to know me. Like, I be going more live on my Instagram just so they could just kind of see how my personality is a little bit. Okay, you said it right now. But yeah, I mean, if they don't hang around me, I got to get more into that. Just kind of showing people who I really am. Because I've been kind of hiding a little bit. Nobody knows much about me. Barely anybody knows I have kids. They be like, you got kids?
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah.
Like, Bianca got kids.
Yeah, heck yeah, I know I look like super young, but I mean, people be kind of trying to treat because I got the baby seats in my car. So
Why you gotta look at me?
one time, I'm just saying.
You gonna try to play you?
It's just this one story though. Like,
Tell
one
it,
time
tell
I
it.
was going to Jerk Taco Man back in my Jerk Taco Man days.
Mhm.
I can't go there no more.
They just shut them down.
But it was good. This guy was like, yeah, I want to talk to you. His other friends was like, hey man, she got 2 cussies in there. Let's go. I'm down. I'm still a good catch. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it was funny as hell because my friend was with me. She like, damn, what they be on? But that was when I first had the kids. And I didn't like really. Now I want somebody that got kids.
Okay, because I was finna say we're having kids. Do that take from your, when you being single? Do it take from your relationship
Who
lifestyle?
said I was single?
Oh, there you go. You just answered the question. Okay,
First of all, no, I am single though.
come on, man.
How about saying
Cause, I mean, I kind of gotta be because niggas be acting like they want it, but they. Alright, don't get me started. Don't
No,
get me
go ahead.
started.
Go express yourself. What these niggas be on, man?
For real.
Hey, facts.
No, but they just, I mean, sometimes they are a little bit insecure or maybe jealous or maybe just not ready for what my type of lifestyle. Because I'm working, I got the kids, and I'm doing the music. That means I'm going to be out. Like, I used to date a producer. Like, he would be out all times of night. I don't care about that. Like, I'm like super easygoing. Because you know why? I'm not doing nothing. So if you doing something, that's on you and your conscience. That ain't got shit to do with me. I just know that I be out late. So, and I be working. It's not like I be doing other things. I would have said something different if we wasn't on this radio.
I know what you was gonna say.
I know
We'll
we
be out here. I ain't out here. What you
No,
say?
we talk later.
Macaroni.
We talk
I ain't
later.
giving Dino's.
Talk later.
You out here.
Don't talk to you later.
Now, earlier in the conversation, like I said, 2 years ago, we brought you through,
Yep.
and we were speaking on Guns N' Roses.
Mhm.
Now you put out another solid project titled Exhale.
Right.
What's the meaning behind this title?
The meaning behind Exhale is just me letting go of anything extra that I felt like was kind of holding me down and kind of holding me back. And plus, like sometimes I get anxiety when I go on stage. Like I have all these things that I be worried about, and it's just sometimes you have to take a deep breath, just like in and out, and just kind of make the best of your situation. Like whatever happens is gonna happen. If you prepared long enough and good enough, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. So it's just really just kind of taking that breath, taking that step back, and just doing the best you can in that moment. Like it's the power of now. You have now, so you can't really think about what if and what happened before.
Let's talk about transitioning, like Guns N' Roses. Like you said,
That was an angry album.
Yeah,
Guns N' Roses angry.
I
This
like
one
it.
isn't so angry.
I like it. When I first heard it, I'm like, yo, she sound feisty.
It's off.
Pissed off.
Yeah,
She was rolling on looking
Don't
at
fuck around, gonna turn you into a song.
Fact.
I was just on talking about how I wanted to be in the song.
I turn good and bad into a song though.
Yeah, I mean, I
Turn
love
anything.
I love the transition from Guns N' Roses to XL because
Yeah, thank you.
it's like it's solid. It's more it's more growth. I see
Yeah.
a lot more growth
Yeah,
within
definitely.
the XL project. I was in Atlanta with my cousin and we driving through. We on the E-way and she played the whole project.
Yeah.
I didn't tell her to play it or nothing.
That's raw.
She
That's
started
what's
playing it like, man, this is my favorite album. Do you still talk to her?
up. That's what's up. I like that. I like hearing that because people have, like inbox me and stuff like, yeah, I really love this song. And so far, like Good Vibrations has been the best one that they love. So I just want to give a shout out to my team, everybody over at the Jungle, and like Geronimo, Gabriel, Alex, Ksenia. Like we just be working hard in there. And even like I be calling Biko like, tell me what you think about this, and he'll tell me his honest opinion. So just working on a new project, working on a new project, and I think people gonna like this.
Now, I do want to, ask you. I want to ask you, with you being under TBE, what have you learned most with working with Taylor?
Well, with Taylor, I've learned more so about the business. Like he's really good at kind of like navigating through this industry and getting the deal that he sees fit. Like if it's something that he doesn't want or something that he feels like he should be like getting more, or he does that. Like he makes sure that he gets the type of deal that he feels like he's worth. If that's so. He never loses sense of his worth. So that's something that I've learned working with him.
I like that. Sense of worth. And you do know your worth.
Yeah, I couldn't really get my words out, my bad. I be stuttering.
Hey, me too. I haven't had it today. I've been stuttering like crazy. I don't know if it's the weather or
It's
what.
the weather. It's the weather or last night. Just hanging out too
last
much.
night and the weather. Yeah, because we was out. But I do
What
recall,
y'all do last night? My
Oh, we
bad.
had an event.
Yeah,
we had an event.
Oh,
That's
Rich
up to
West? Oh, where's the smoke? That's all I want to know, because Rich West be talking hella shit. He be, I got these bars, let's go. We gonna do a live battle right here on Illinois.
Hey, I mean, speaking of
Yo, we can make that happen.
I want to know who
Shout out
else.
Rich West,
Hey,
what's up?
Who else would you, love to collab with?
Man, it's a lot of people. I don't know. I don't know, D2X. You told me about D2X. I wanted to collab with him. I always like Tink, Dreezy, who else? Missy Elliott. I'm about to start naming some goats now. Erica Lauren.
Oh, who that is?
Like
Erica
Badu. The Badu
Oh,
is
she
coming.
put Erica Lauren together.
I'm like, hold
Shout out
on.
Erica
Like,
Lauren.
Erica Lauren sound decent. Look at her music.
There's a lot of people in Chicago though. I low key respect. Like I ain't gonna remember everybody.
I
Like,
mean,
off the top of my head.
Drop a few, Chicago artists that you would.
I did already
did.
low key. Wow.
Okay.
D2X, Richie West.
Gotcha. I mean, any
Like, it's
female
a lot of-
artists? Oh, you
Tink.
said Tink.
Yeah.
Dreezy. My bad.
So I mean, it's a lot of people in Chicago that I think is doing their thing and is dope. Like Chanel True, it's like my little sis. Shout out to her.
Yeah, you actually introduced me to Chanel True.
Yeah, because the first time I seen her, I'm like, no, she raw.
Yeah, she got better too.
She matured. Like
Yeah.
watching my little sister.
Mhm.
She's
Yeah.
dope. She's dope.
Yeah, we was at a little hole in the wall too. So
Like, y'all be kicking it.
No, well, I mean, we actually don't even kick it. I just respect her as an artist. We don't kick it. We don't really talk. I just respect.
The grind.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yo, I saw that you performed at the United Center.
We respect your
like,
grind.
we respect your grind. Like, how
Yeah,
was that?
Exuberating. I don't know. Since I got the glass, so I gotta get the wood. Exuberating. No, but it was dope. I don't know. That was the first time I seen like Kanye, Kim kids that was just chilling. I'm like, that shit about my kids over here, so they can all chill. But it was raw. Like I like, Chance did his thing. He always do a great job performing. Taylor did his thing. He do a great job. So I mean, it was dope. You seen all those people. Like the last time I seen all those people, I mean, I did a couple of fests, but Lollapalooza had to be my most favorite one because the energy was just like crazy.
I was gonna bring up
It
Lollapalooza
was crazy.
too.
And I'm like, damn, I'm waiting on my, shot, which means I'm just working harder to get there, to be on the Lollapalooza stage again.
I want to take out a moment real quick just to tell you, when we first met, back in 2016, wherever it was, I don't remember the year.
Me either.
But when we first met, which was at an event, I think it was Ill R&B.
That was the first time y'all met?
Yeah. That was
Really?
the first time me and B
I don't
met.
remember what happened.
That's the first time we met. I'm like, I thought you knew her already.
It's like, from then, we started working together. And I always knew, and I would tell you, like, I see you on big stages, like Lala. I see you performing in sold out arenas. I see it, and you're doing that. You toured.
Yeah.
Sold out tours.
Yeah. Going back on tour for Chance Raps too in January.
See, how does that, like, literally, how does that feel emotionally for you, like, to know that, you have people behind you that believe in your work ethic to where you is now? Like, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great because you worked for this for so long. Like since the first time I performed the rap for the summer school kids, or not the summer camp kids, and it was all over me. I feel like I won the NBA championship or something. I was just like, okay, this is something that I guess I could do. And from then to now, it's just like nobody gonna believe in your dreams until they see something from you, like till they see your push. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like my family and them, they was all just like, oh well, you just doing a rap, blah blah, but they ain't saying that now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they always been supportive. Don't get me wrong, but it's like nobody can see that vision. Like you gotta show them, like this is what I'm trying to do. This is what I want to do, and y'all not about to stop me with your little negative beliefs. Like, I'm out here, and I'm about to keep doing this shit.
And I saw it, like.
I'll be 65 still trying to be on some. I'm playing the drums. I'm doing something. This is me. Like this
My old
is.
ass gonna be like, go be.
Still trying to find boxes.
Bro, this me. Like this is what I've been doing forever. Me and my sister used to do like dances, routines, and like singing and stuff, making it up for my parents when they came home, putting on concerts in the crib. Like this is just what I've always wanted to do.
See, and another thing is, I know music is bigger. I know it's bigger than music to you.
Absolutely.
I know community
Absolutely.
is everything. So,
Absolutely.
what is a goal that you have outside of music for, to help the community?
Yeah, so that's a great question because it's just so many areas that need help, and I mean the politicians first of all need to actually care about the community.
Oh,
but because we get these aldermen and stuff, and they don't give a fuck about us. They just care about their pockets. They get the speed cameras and the red lights, talking about they trying to make the community safer. The speed cameras, we want to make it safer for the school kids. The kids ain't getting ran over, they getting shot. And y'all can't figure that out, but you can figure out somebody's license plate to get you some more money. Like, I don't like that. And
They boo people.
Right? I done been booted like 4 times. So I got a personal vendetta against the city. I'm not lying. Because don't worry about all that.
She got the plugs, G. Hey, let me see that
Look,
key.
he said it's Thug Nation.
She thugged out. She a whole new city.
But no, I mean I love the city, but I don't like the games they play. But something specific to my community is like, for example, we don't have any like healthy eating. Like I'm concerned about urban development. So we have Leamington. What is a Leamington? Do anybody know?
I used to stay by Leamington, so yeah.
I'm on the west side, Roosevelt. What's that, Roosevelt?
It's right there, yeah.
We want a Mariano's. We want a Whole Foods. We want something that get us healthy, but y'all got us eating these fast food restaurants. It's greasy. It's a food desert. Like, I want to
Liquor
make
store on
sure.
every corner.
Yeah, the liquor stores, they already got enough problems. You know, let's put something in there. And for us, like me personally, financial literacy as well, because we didn't really have that. When I was a kid, we had something to help us manage. My 7th grade teacher, shout out to Miss Hood, she was teaching us how to like manage bills and whatnot. And I don't know what happened, like the program is just gone. Why? They don't want you to succeed. Like, you can teach about everything else, but you ain't teaching us how to survive, you know? So, you know, that's just something that I want to just talk more on. Even the billboards, my bad, you about to get me into a whole...
Speak your piece, girl. Speak your piece.
The billboards, it don't be nothing but McDonald's. It be buy 3 bundles, get 1 free. It be 1-800-HURT now. Why we can't have something positive on the billboards for us? Like, why we can't have some lettuce and somebody eating an apple? Because them subliminal messages, you know what I'm saying, that mean a lot. To us just walking past and we ain't got shit.
Hennessy billboard.
We ain't even got no fucking grass. That shit is... I appreciate grass. That's how messed up it is. Like when I go into these neighborhoods, like I seen a lady walking her kid. It was like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, man, that kid just don't know how good he got it. We was never able to walk outside like that.
Be on when them lights on.
Low key getting a little emotional because that shit real.
Man. See, and that's what I mean. I that's why I asked, because I know that it's always a step after music. And that's why I wanted to ask, you know, artist to artist. I know you see what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying. My goal is to help level up as many people as I can and help them grow, which would help expand our communities as well. So that's what I'm doing on my level of things. So I wanted to, you know, hear yours, and that's very inspirational, man.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I hope I could do something, at least like franchise one of them. Mariano, something healthy.
And you can.
I even try to get a food truck out there because I don't be wanting that greasy food at night.
Right.
I be wanting some spinach or something.
Some asparagus.
Why you look at me when you say it?
That's good.
I just made another bowl of that stuff.
That's why I looked at you.
Oh, so y'all
You make asparagus?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bro been
Why they ain't bring down here?
up. Yeah, he been
We
in the
hungry.
kitchen.
You know, women like to eat. Okay?
That's what he said.
That's all you gotta do.
He say, boy, this is good. You can get the panties off of this.
Right? No, seriously, though. Like, you give a woman some good food, y'all together forever. I'm not letting you go.
I told you, bro. You gotta cook it. It's a wrap. I mean,
Where's the asparagus?
you say what? Where's the asparagus? Oh, he finna whip up a batch.
It's already done.
Oh, it's already done?
Already
We eating at your house after the show. That's where we after party over Jones' crib.
Okay, I'm coming too.
She like, I need me some asparagus in my system. I mean, you know, let people know where to find Exhale. Again, what's coming up next for you if you have any events. Heard you say tour, so you know, talk a little bit about that and let people know where they can reach you.
Yep, you can reach me at Bianca Shaw Music on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can find Exhale and Guns N' Roses on SoundCloud. Exhale is every platform. I do have a link to that in my bio as well, but to make this long story short, BiancaShaw.com.